Why Europe and Africa are not connected by a bridge. Only with the shortest distance of 9 miles between two continents, Europe and Africa, what makes it so mysteriously difficult is that there is no bridge. And were there even attempts made to build one? Modern engineering has advanced structures to new heights. Despite all the advancements, there is no difference. However, the reason behind the whole thing will leave everyone wondering. Europe and Africa, which appear to be the closest neighbors, do not have a bridge or an underwater tunnel that connects both nations. Because of modernization and progress, building a bridge is less spectacular and requires more coordination. Many such megaprojects demonstrate the feasibility of linking two distant regions through a bridge. The Donyong-Qinshan Grand Bridge in China is one of the world's biggest bridges, stretching 164,800 meters in length. There are several locations that appear to have bridges yet do not. This includes the Strait of Gibraltar, which connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean and is of global significance. It is a vital way for the Mediterranean to connect to the rest of the globe. This passageway connects the Iberian Peninsula to Morocco. Surprisingly, the only means of crossing the Strait of Gibraltar is via ferry. However, there is generally a lot of ferry traffic in the area. The construction of a passage would benefit tourists and the economy. Only a bridge roughly 9 miles long would be required to link Europe and Africa. Several designs have been offered to date, each of which is completely ridiculous. A suspension bridge was originally designed in 1980, but it was subsequently determined to be too costly to build. In 2003, a fresh feasibility study was conducted. Following the proposal, it was determined that the bridge would need to span 16,000 feet, which was practically impossible. Another proposal for a floating bridge to connect the coastlines was made, which may need the construction of a piece of the tiny island. Unfortunately, the scale of this project would need billions of dollars in construction, therefore every bridge proposal offered was put on hold. So, if not a bridge, what about an underwater sea tunnel? Spain considered building an undersea tunnel in the early 1930s. The plan's practicality was investigated, but the engineers quickly realized that the stone was too hard to break. It was also technologically difficult to bore a tunnel through it. Spain and Morocco even went on to negotiate a pact in 2009. Seabed surveys and fresh analysis were soon done. The tunnel would thus need to be at least 24 miles long, with 17 of those miles having to lie beneath the water. Given that the Channel Tunnel is almost 23.5 miles underwater, why is a tunnel between Europe and Africa that is projected to be 24 miles not feasible? The main issue here is the geological character of the tunnel, as well as the lack of precise estimates for how much the tunnel will cost to build. To bore the tunnel, 8 massive drills must be properly manufactured, taking into account all of the elements. In terms of cost, it is expected that one of the drills will cost $40 million to develop. In reality, neither Spain nor Morocco can contribute or invest so much money. The tunnel's angle must be around 3%, and based on the data, this angle is too steep for a high-speed railway to run. Furthermore, the railway is merely the most viable kind of undersea transportation. Apart from that, as everyone knows, the ferry service between Spain and Morocco is rather active. A light of hope appeared when the United Kingdom expressed interest in establishing a bridge in 2021. The sole reason for this was that Gibraltar is under British control. The British-Morocco initiative has a good chance of succeeding over the Spanish-Morocco one. Unfortunately, this idea was never discussed again. In the future, if the idea is authorized and implemented, the anticipated cost will be $5 billion. Though it may be too early to anticipate, we may hope that things will turn out well and that we will witness a connecting route between Europe and Africa in the future.